In a quiet village, there lived a man with his wife. They loved each other very much. One day, the wife fell seriously ill. When she was on her deathbed, she held hand of her husband tightly and whispered, "I love you deeply. Promise me one thing. After my death, don't fall in love with any else woman. If you do, I will have to return to haunt you." The man, who was heartbroken, promised her that he would never love another woman. Soon after that, she passed away. For several months after the death of his wife, the man stayed true to his promise. He kept to himself and avoided any romantic relationship with any other woman. But as time went on, he started feeling lonely in his life. One day, he met a kind woman and slowly fell in love with her. After some time, they got engaged, and for the first time in a long while, the man began to feel happy again. But that very night, when the man was sleeping, the ghost of his late wife appeared before him. Her face was pale and cold, her eyes filled with sorrow and anger. "You broke your promise," she said. "I told you I will have to return if you betrayed me." The husband was afraid to see the ghost of his wife. From that night on, the ghost started visiting him every night. She described him in detail, everything that had happened between him and his fiancée, what they talked about, what they ate, even the words they whispered to each other. She knew everything. The man could not understand how the ghost could know every moment so perfectly. He became terrified. He lost his sleep and started losing his peace of mind. Desperate for a solution, one day the man visited a Zen master living nearby and told him the entire story. The master listened calmly and then said with a smile, "This is indeed a clever ghost, but don't be afraid. I will tell you a trick." That night, when the ghost appeared again before the man and began listing all the day's events, the man stopped her and said, "You are truly a powerful and wise ghost. You know everything that I do. I have nothing to hide from you. But I have just one question, and if you can answer it, I will break my engagement and remain alone for the rest of my life." The ghost looked at him with curiosity and said, "Ask your question." The man reached into a large bag of beans and took a handful of beans in his closed fist and said, "Tell me exactly how many beans I am holding in my hand." The ghost stared at his hand. Her expression changed. She looked confused. She said nothing, and then, in that very moment, she vanished and never returned again. The story teaches us a powerful lesson about fear, guilt, and the strength of the human mind. The ghost was not just a spirit from the beyond, but it was a reflection of the man's own guilt, inner conflict, and the emotional burden of an unfulfilled promise. In our real life too, many of our biggest fears are not caused by outside forces, but by our thoughts, regrets, and emotions we carry within us. These inner ghosts grow stronger the more we avoid or overthink them. The Zen master did not suggest fighting the ghost with force. Instead, he helped the man understand a simple but powerful truth. The ghost only knew what the man himself knew. So when the man picked up a handful of beans, something even he did not know the exact number of, the ghost could not answer either. That's because the ghost was just a reflection of his own mind. It was not real. It only repeated what was already in his thoughts. When the man faced it with clarity and calm thinking, the illusion collapsed and the fear disappeared. This story reminds us that Many of our troubles are not as real or powerful as they seem. When we stop feeding our fears with the tension and anxiety and instead face them directly with awareness and logic, they often lose all their power. In the end, it is not about fighting what scares us. It is about understanding it. And in that understanding, we find freedom.